Hey, good morning, friends. It is Julie Hamilton with Life Builders, bringing you simple tips to build a strong and healthy life on, today's Livy's birthday. Woohoo! 11 years ago, about this time, she was born, and there she is. Hi. And this morning, she wanted to go to exercise, so I literally just got back from exercising. So I know you guys love me, no matter if I have makeup on or if I just got done exercising. So I just it's just me. This is how I am. If you wake up in the morning, this is what I look like next to me. I mean, you don't, but Damien does. This is what he has to see every morning. So I love you guys. Thanks for accepting me. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit today. We had a fantastic interview with Christy Vargas on Monday about finding hope through chronic illness. It was so good, so encouraging. If you or somebody you love is chronically ill, you need to watch this video. She gave us so many insights into how to keep that hope up and how to help someone who may be suffering. But I've had this quote on my mind for a little bit. And the quote was something I read in a book a couple of weeks ago, and it said, it was the book Amos Fortune, Free Man. He was the true story of a man who was a slave for 45 years, stolen from Africa, sold as a slave on the auction block. He's a slave for 45 years. And then at the end of his slavery, he begins to save up money and purchase other people to set them free. It's a phenomenal story. But this is what he said. I found it totally interesting. He said, "Wings can't grow without a little suffering." What do you think about that? Do you agree or do you disagree? I want you to leave me a comment because I've been kind of turning it over in my head a little bit. When I first read it, I was like, oh, I don't like that, But the more I'm kind of turning it over in my head, the more I'm thinking even mama birds think that. And I've always seen this story as an analogy for transition, but now I'm seeing it as a kind of analogy for this. When the baby birds are in the nest, mama eagles, they have that beautiful nest way up high in the craggy rocks and the cliffs, and the nest is really lined with feathers, and it's nice and soft so that the baby birds can stay in the nest. Of course, they don't want to leave. So when it's time for the baby birds to fly, what does she begin to do? She begins to pick out the feathers. So she begins to pick out the feathers, throw them over the side, and so the inside of the nest gets pokey and sticky and uncomfortable for the little birds, and pretty soon they're uncomfortable sitting in the nest. And this is the impetus that causes them to have the courage to fly. And I'm wondering if it's been that way in your life. Have you had anything in your life that has caused you that much pain that you began to change, you began to fly, you began to grow wings? And I was talking, maybe you have a parent that went through something like a chronic illness, and maybe that caused you to have to spread your wings a little bit to fly. Maybe you were walking through a difficult situation and you had to learn how to do things by yourself. To me, I think it can be in so many ways that sometimes that suffering makes us uncomfortable where we are, and it does make us have to grow the wings to fly. And the other thing is, the other side of that coin is, once you go through something, then you're able to share what you've gone through. You're able to talk about it. You're able to pull people through that same thing that you've gone through. So I just encourage you, if you're going through a little suffering, I want you to be looking at the ways that this suffering is causing your wings to grow. Because just like the butterfly, if we get that cocoon and we open up that cocoon for the butterfly and it never struggles, it will never fly. Did you know that? It has to have the struggle to pump the blood into its wings, to cause the wings to be strong and dried out so that it can fly. But if it never struggles, then it never flies. So just wanted to encourage you, if you're going through a struggle today and you're facing something hard, just know that it's building in you the ability to fly. It's building in you your wings. It's giving you that strength, just like that muscle. You're beginning to work out that strength. Maybe, at first you did like this little thing by yourself. You made a decision to go to the store, and take 2 kids to the store. And you did that, and then pretty soon you're going to be like, I'm going to take both kids to Disneyland by myself. Not really, but anyway, I hope that helps somebody out there today to remember that suffering is hard to go through, but there are some good things that come out of it, and one of them is your wings, character, hope, perseverance, endurance, and that's going to produce character and hope in you. So I love you. I hope you have an awesome week. I will be back on Monday, and you have to tune in January, I think it's the 29th. It's the Monday. I think it's the 29th. A phenomenal author is going to be on interviewing. She's going to let me interview her. And reading her book is changing my life. It's changing the way that I see my life. And the book that she wrote is called I Know How She Does It. It's Laura Vanderkam. And the book, it kind of helped me take my life from kind of a fuzzy picture, and it's almost like adjusting that ring on the focus so that I can see it more in focus and live a better life. So I can't wait to introduce you to her. And I love you all. I hope you have a really blessed weekend and stay healthy. Bye. May your mind be fierce and your heart strong and your spirit very kind. I will see you on Monday. Bye. Happy birthday to you. Bye.